AC Milan president Paolo Scaroni answered a number of important questions regarding the present and future of the club at the shareholders' meeting. As Milan News write, Milan today presented their consolidated financial statements for the year ending June 30, 2025, approved by the board of directors in October, to the shareholders' meeting today. In its 125th anniversary season, the club recorded a third consecutive year of profit for the first time in its modern history, with a consolidated positive figure of €. The Rossoneri also achieved a new all-time revenue record for the third consecutive year, reaching €494.5 million, a 10% increase from 2023-24. Scaroni on stadium, player trading and more. Scaroni held a press conference in which he answered questions from the journalists that were present, touching on topics such as the stadium project, changes to the board of directors and the possible return of Adriano Galliani. Fiercely, Scaroni addressed the room. "I'll tell you, without summarizing everything, 3 important things. The first is that we've closed the year in the black for the third consecutive year, after 17 years of Milan not closing in on a profit. I consider that a brilliant result. If I exclude TV rights and player trading, everything else has increased from €90 million in 2019 to €240 million this year. Everything outside of TV rights and player trading has tripled, something spectacular, which gives me confidence for the future. To a certain extent, they are independent of our sporting results. They allow us to get through sad years like this one we're experiencing without the Champions League. In player trading, we've earned €62 million in the last 4 years. Inter and Napoli have earned more. What does that mean? That we need to sell players less than other clubs to balance the budget. This is a little less true for the budget that just ended, because the sale of Reinders gave us a huge capital gain. Image, mancity.com. Why should fans be happy if their team wins the league? In short, because to participate in the transfer market, to finance the teams, and everything we do, we need money. We absolutely need it because no one wants to invest in a club that's permanently losing money, and we need it because UEFA is demanding it. Having healthy balance sheets is the essential condition for achieving quality sporting results. Then you have to make the right choices, have the right coach. The starting point is certainly having positive balance sheets, and Giorgio Furlani, who handles both, pays close attention to this. Will Milan return to making a loss without Champions League revenues this season? We're still aiming for a satisfactory financial result. Certainly, missing out on the Champions League makes reaching our goal a difficult task. I'm counting on ideas coming our way that will at least bring us closer to a 4th consecutive positive result. How much of an impact could playing in Australia have? It's not that we're going to Perth, if we're going at all, for economic reasons. The profit from this operation is very small, a few million, and it doesn't change our financial results. We're going there to internationalize Serie A. If you ask me what Serie A's biggest problem is, I'd say it's the sale of TV rights outside of Italy. Serie A sells them for €200 million, the Premier League for €2 billion. How can we gain ground in this area? It could also be doing these operations, like going to play in Perth, which has a large Italian-Australian community. We think it could promote Milan in Australia. That's the reason, not because we earn your 1-2 meters more, and that's the reason why our Serie A colleagues have given the green light. Any comments on this morning's closing of the purchase of San Siro? Are you worried about a storm? If you're referring to that ANSA report I read, they're astronomically far from a storm, it's just a breeze. We're dealing with a citizen complaining because the bidding process wasn't to his satisfaction. The prosecutor's office must investigate whether this is based on concrete facts or not. My concern is zero. Today we laid the foundation stone, but the process to complete the stadium will be long. We'll face many obstacles, many uphill climbs. We're all convinced, even the people of Milan, this is an operation that must be done for our city. Anyone who opposes it will find less support than they would have found 4 to 5 years ago. The European Championships in Germany have convinced people that modern stadiums are something else entirely, so nostalgia has been somewhat put aside in favor of the desire to have modern and efficient stadiums like we saw on TV. Photo by Marco Luzzini/Getty Images. In light of the failure to participate in European competitions, is shareholder intervention, a capital injection from the owners, foreseen?